I want you to say wallahi. Exactly. That's
Bibo,
the wrap
I've
up.
driven your car. I've driven my car. Based on that experience, wallahi, my car's faster.
I don't care.
I'm a passenger on both. On that experience, my car's faster.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of For the Drivers. We're going to be talking about cars, car news, car stories, car discussions, all that good stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're on Spotify, links in the description. We've got myself, Ahmed, we've got Sharif, we've got Nawaf, we've got Bibo. Don't think we've had this combo before, but it should be a good one. Right, I'm going to start off with a little story, okay?
Okay.
About car stereotypes. Not drivers, but car stereotypes, okay? So I was driving on the way home from work the other week. And it was like the route is like A roads to my house, but it's like big countryside lanes. And I was following.
In what car was that?
In my car.
Okay, that BMW.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other story.
No. You're a waster. You're a waster.
Oh, okay.
You know, we've never talked about that stuff.
Well, we're never gonna talk about it. And we never will. If you know, you know. Anyway. I was on the route home and I was stuck behind this car, okay? And he was driving really slowly. It was like 40 miles an hour. The speed limit was 60.
Was it a Peugeot?
I'm not gonna say what it was. But he was doing 40 and it was a 60 mile an hour road. I was like, I didn't think much of it. I was tired. Couldn't be bothered to overtake, so I just followed him. Then it came
the power to overtake.
Little does he know, I do not have the power to overtake. I have a mighty 170 horsepower. No, and then it came to a right turn, okay, and
he said Bismillah and turned.
I said Bismillah. No, but this is the thing. It's oncoming traffic. He turned he or she, I don't know. Okay, he turned very slowly, and there was another car coming about 100 meters that way, and I followed him as you do normally. There's enough space.
Yeah.
I didn't know he would be going in very, very slowly. Okay, had that car been closer, I would have been gone.
So you're trying to blame another driver for your mistake?
It's not my mistake.
So
you're trying to blame another driver for your mistake?
Sorry. Wait. So that means you overtook, yeah?
I didn't overtake him.
What did you do?
I followed him. I followed him.
Okay.
The guy tried to take a right, but he took the right really slow. He went into the side road.
Yeah.
Really
Really
people
slow.
take rights really, really slowly. And like you're coming up, you're still
That's
holding
why
your
I can't be
speed.
assuming what others are going to do.
Okay,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay, yeah, I get
exactly.
you.
But it doesn't make
But
it Ahmed's mistake.
It's not my mistake because the car.
He therefore did that as well.
No, fated. Well, I should have known he was gonna go slowly, or he or she were gonna go slowly into that turn. But I don't know. I just followed him like I would any other driver into that turn because I needed to turn right. But in that split second, I was like, oh my god, this guy is going. This person is going so slow. If this car was coming any closer, it would have been a write off. And
To your car?
It would have been a write off for my car because I was in the road.
Yeah.
You'd be
Crawling.
a
I'd have been a write off. I'd have been gone. So it just I wanted to bring this topic of discussion about car stereotypes. I don't want to say what car it was.
So what was the car?
This is the car. So guess. I don't want to say what the car was. It was a Fiat Panda.
Wallah,
Fiat Panda driver.
Wallah, I was going to say Fiat 500.
Fiat Panda.
I was going to say Fiat 500. Wallah, I was about to say Fiat 500.
Fiats in general.
I'm sorry. It's always these little city cars.
Menaces
You know the Hyundai i10, the flipping.
I'm guessing.
No. But
03 Yaris plates are the most dangerous driver I've ever seen.
It's the cousin bros.
Every time I see an 03 in
You know why?
Yaris,
Because they're doing deliveries, bro. They're gonna get there fast.
and they always have one headlight.
And that car's
it's
running
also
on
motorbike
like 2
coming
of
from-
the 3 cylinders it has.
Literally, every time I look at one, I'm like, that's a motorbike from 100.
No, but
meters.
I
I
realised
got close to
with
Yaris.
Fiat owners, it's either the elderly or it's...
No, but this is the thing. I didn't want to say anything about the driver. I just
that's
said car
stereotype.
stereotype. I'm not trying to incite hate.
Bebo's trying to hate. Cancel
I'm not-
Bebo
I'm not
2022.
hating.
I'm not gonna lie. As I
I'm
drove
just
past the car,
23, man.
Yeah, 23.
It's
Almost.
2023 next week.
Yeah, so we cancel them from 2023.
It's actually not
From
next
the-
week anymore because after Maghrib is the next day. So I'd say it's Monday today.
All right. Anyway,
You know, I leave that in just to
Just silence. I just want 5 minutes of silence after that.
all right. But I did do the thing of when you drive past someone who's a bit annoying. Obviously, I had to overtake the person because I was afraid for my own safety. So I overtook them, and as I was driving past, I did the little look into the window to try and see who.
And then suddenly
Okay,
he's crashed
but
the whole side of his car.
on the topic of stereotypes. So what car do you drive to be up someone's ass?
This is okay.
sorry.
I want to clear. We're here
Sorry?
today. I drive a BMW
No.
E92.
Wait, Ahmed, did you indicate when you went to do the overtake?
Yes. I want to clear up a myth.
Ahmed would.
I would.
Came from a Swift.
Exactly. Best car you could ever have. To clear up
Fact check.
BMW myth. First of all, from the outside, looking into me, a young foreign-looking lad driving the BMW. I look. Can't say that.
Can't say
You
that.
can't
on
say
the
that.
flipping podcast,
Can't
you idiot.
That's wrong.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
No, I just want to bleep and all of us just digging at people. You stupid idiot. Beep.
All right, so
What's wrong with that? I don't.
Can't call somebody you look like.
Bleep.
What's wrong with you?
It's an opinion.
No.
I feel like
You can't say that. You can't say
stop
that.
saying that.
That's racial profiling, you idiot. Back to
I wanted to
rewind.
say I look like I'm a menace to society in a little bit. Little do they know, they probably have more power than me. I have no power. I have no power. Okay,
Class thinks of fags and it's blasting music.
That's what they think.
That's
That's what they think. That's the stereotype. But yeah, I want to clear BMW myths. I indicate I don't follow people too close. And
That's a 0.1%.
Sure.
Wait. Do you use Dual Savage
Ahmed.
as a?
Hero does.
I don't.
You don't.
Ahmed, you are.
You're approved.
Congratulations, you are a minority.
Oh, minority. So what other car myths do we have? Stereotypes that you've seen?
Hot hatches.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got
Vans.
three GTIs here.
Vans.
Oh, van drivers. They just want to write everybody off.
You remember?
They
You remember?
Yeah, he almost got written off. One of my friends almost got written off because the van driver was in the wrong lane and he tried pushing himself in. My friend wasn't gonna let him in, and then the guy jumped the curb and then swung into my friend's car just over a lane.
I was gonna say defensive driving would have sorted that out. If your friend let them in, it would have never happened.
Yeah,
No, but
regardless.
it's not his right of way.
It's not his right away.
Legally.
To be honest,
My friend was in the lane first.
Mm.
That guy was adamant he wanted to stay in that lane. So
Van drivers. There was a van driver behind me one time. He or she kept flashing me.
No, they or them.
They or them. They them.
Pronouns, bro.
Zam them.
Zai.
Zai.
Sure.
I was on the you're not allowed to say the fast lane. The third lane of traffic on the motorway.
Yeah.
Fast lane. And I was doing the speed limit, and there was a massive queue of traffic in front of me. Yeah. And this van driver came up behind me, tailgating, flashing. I'm not gonna give way because where is he gonna go?
Shall I give you a solution?
I don't understand. We've got three GTI owners here, so I wanted to ask you boys: is it true that you're all menaces to society, and every time someone sees you on the road, they fear for their life?
I'll be honest.
You know what? I low-key can agree with that. You know why?
I can agree.
No one beeps. No one flashes me. No one says a word. I jump in any other car.
Yeah.
Wallah.
Yeah, I guess take it for a waste, man.
As soon as I drove the MG, no respect. People cut me off. People flew past me, overtake me, beep,
Not just that,
swear,
not-
do
it-
everything.
no, it's
No one's experiencing car prejudice and
I
stereotyping.
swear, man.
It's not just that. You know when you cut someone off. Normally,
Normally.
no,
Normally, yeah,
no,
sick one.
like by accident,
Sick.
like you just find a gap and you just go.
Today is a long
yeah?
day.
People, you're losing lives.
You know what I should
You know the picture of the policeman watching.
No, I'm saying what I've seen from other drivers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well saved.
they cut people up, yeah, and they're in the GTI. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Another person wouldn't allow that person to cut him up if he was
May
in
I-
the
Yeah,
car.
a golf in general. You remember when you had your Swift and I had
Oh
my
my
golf?
god.
No, but
You know
we
his road,
both-
his
No,
road
by
was
the-
a 20 road, and
Very-
we both had a black box.
Yeah.
If he drives it doing 20, I'm telling you, I can guarantee you 5 people at least will flash him and beep at him. If I do the same, even less, I'll do 15. No one
Yeah, I
will
can't
ever
lie.
beep at me.
Beeped at him.
Yeah.
No one will
Everyone
ever
would
even
beep
say
at
anything
me.
to you.
Every time he's a passenger, beep, beep, beep. Go to go in Nawaf's car.
No one says
Respect.
that.
Respect.
So
Just because it's a golf.
you're saying people respect golf?
No,
You know
not
why? 'Cause
necessarily.
they're afraid.
Whoa, one second. One
They're
second.
afraid.
It's
But I must
golfs,
say-
Audis.
No,
Mercedes.
not all the time, not all the time. I have to say. Noaf's point about I had on my blue Mark 6, I had a black box for a short period of time, and my windows are all blacked out and everything. And yeah, nobody flashed me, nobody beeped at me. It would be like the odd, you know when people overtake, they overtake with respect, so they indicate and then they indicate back and I flash
They
it
say
back.
thank you.
Yeah, I did. That was the time.
And they stop on the side saying,
But no, there are times at the end of the day, because it's a hatchback and stuff like that. People in, I'm gonna say, more premium cars. You know, you got people in the big saloons and stuff like that. They're the ones who tend to take you for a mug. But in the hot hatches, I can't lie to you. Since my ownership, nobody's tried, and whenever I come behind someone, I'm doing the speed limit. Like it'll be like a
they
dual
feel
carriage.
pressure, they'll floor it.
No, seriously, I'm doing 40. Like it's a dual carriage, it's a 40. It went from a 30 to a 40. I'm doing 40 mile an hour. The guy moves out of my way instantly.
So
Like
you say,
I've never flashed someone in like normal.
from your Golf TSI to your GTI,
Yeah.
you feel a difference in how people
I
treat
felt
you.
more of a difference, yeah. But I
But
don't
you know
know.
what?
Maybe the car looks more aggressive, more
Another-
intimidating because
It
it's
is more
bright red.
intimidating. No, it's not
and
just
it's-
that.
and
It's
it's a bit
how
loud.
how loud it
My
is.
Suzuki Swift was bright red and everyone respected me.
Did they?
Yeah, of course they did.
Did they?
Now another point is, you know, owning a GTI, everyone thinks that you just want to race 24/7.
Not.
Sometimes
you know
you're
what?
tired.
No.
Everyone.
Sometimes you just want to cruise.
I'll be real.
I know, man.
I'll be real. That's
That
not
is
true.
No, it is
every time.
That's not
Every
true.
time.
Today,
That's not
today,
true.
literally
That's not
today,
true.
coming
That's
on
not
the way
true.
A
to
few
here.
days ago, I went
no,
past
wait.
the M140.
No,
I was
you
trying to race
you provoked
I didn't
that
provoke
race.
anything.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Don't
Literally,
lie.
they're driving. There's a 6R and a Cupra. They're just driving. I just go in between them. To
Yeah, what's that called taking a gap? Were you doing the speed limit?
I don't. They just go.
Were you doing the speed limit? There you go.
Yeah, I was doing 31.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
33, 33.
33 miles an
33
hour.
miles per hour.
You're doing 33 miles an hour taking a
No.
gap. That's not you provoking that.
No.
In my ownership experience, yeah, half the other hot hatch drivers don't wanna run unless you're the one pressuring it. Unless they provoked you and then you carry on with them, but half the time nobody really gives a crap.
You know what? They see your car and be like, you know what? I'll rather smoke it anyways. Waste of fuel.
I have
But you know
double
what? You
their
see
power.
mine. Like, you know, I have to give it a go. The CV boys, they're like, yeah, we can't even test out, man. He'll smoke us.
Is that right, people?
But there was this one
No,
time.
but obviously I do the speed limit. So
Yeah, we all race from 0 to 30.
I'm just putting that out there. I don't break the laws. I don't do anything.
You can't
illegal.
even say that.
Yeah, we can.
No, you can't.
I'm accelerating to the speed limit.
Yeah.
aggressively.
You said-
As long I know,
you said
as
the R
long I
word.
know, as long as you're driving with due care and attention,
Yeah, 100%.
that's it.
Exactly.
If you're driving without due care and attention, that's a different story.
There's a story that we're gonna save for our private podcast, as Nawaf calls it, XXX for the drivers. we'll save the other stories for there. But other than that, yeah, I think there is a stereotype that everybody wants to race. Everyone who has a hot hatch is just hot headed. Majority are like that. But when you have people in, for example, when people modify their hatches to a point where it's like they becomes their pride and joy, and they see it a bit more as like a usable show car, whatever they want to call it, they tend to take more care of it. In all honesty, they don't try racing everybody in front of you. You know what I'm trying to say?
Speaking about stereotypes, a lot of people stereotype ages between 18 to, let's say, 23. Majority of the males, obviously everyone knows that they're car enthusiasts, and a lot of like, no, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so what I'm saying,
It's actually true. I've noticed that.
so whenever they see a guy in a nice car,
They'll think
or if it's like a police, every single car I've had since the VRS, a police officer has pulled me over for no reason.
That's the lie.
Where's the cap?
No
Where's the cap?
Honestly.
What about the VRS? Is that a reason?
No, okay, the VRS, there was a reason for that.
What about the Swift? Was that a reason or not?
I didn't say the Swift. I said
I'm just.
I
You
didn't
said every time.
No,
I named two already, and they had reasons.
I was talking about, okay, let's say the Mach 7.5 GTI that I bought.
Did it have a
I got
reason?
pulled over twice for no reason.
Oh yeah, no, I was on the phone to him when he got pulled. It was genuine for no
Yeah,
reason.
so he
no
was on
reason.
the phone.
No,
He
no,
deserved
no.
3
He has
points.
Bluetooth.
No,
He has Bluetooth.
okay, you know, a few days ago, a police officer went past me. I said, no, he's not going to do anything.
Yeah, they always
I'm
follow.
driving away. I see him, he did a U-turn, but I thought it was a normal 3 Series. He's coming up, I saw he's a police officer. He went all the way up following me, but keeping a distance. I'm not sure why. And then he did a U-turn again.
You know what? There were fair point, because I was.
They see a GTI,
I was on the.
that's it.
You
They
know,
wanna pull
you know
you
the
over.
bridge of the A38
Yeah.
by the Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
I was doing 30 miles an hour, literally, and I just see a 3 Series creeping behind me. Like, oh, traffic's going past me. I just had cruise on. I was just chilling. I was tired. I can't be asked. And then it's just a silver one. It's just creeping. It just sat behind me. Followed me through the Queensway Tunnel, and then he just went past me after, and he just looking at me. It was a Fed, and I was like, "What are you checking? What am I doing wrong?"
To be honest, the stereotype as well, not just as us being car enthusiasts, but us not affording our cars and maybe they're stolen.
Yeah.
That happened when I bought the blue
Because-
Monster.
yeah.
That happened to me.
So
You remember
every
when I
time-
got pulled over,
Yeah.
he said, if you can't afford the car, why are you buying it? A police officer said that to me.
What
Yeah,
was-
a police officer said, you know what they said to me? It literally goes, it doesn't look like you would own a car like that. On a T-Cross. I
Oh,
was like, bro, it's my mom's car. It's my mom's car, man. Leave me alone.
what do you mean? The police officer said why are you driving a car?
You remember when I got
pulled
pulled over
by the mosque?
by the mosque?
Oh my god! I was going
No,
to fetch.
no, but that was your fault.
No, okay.
No, don't say the story. Don't say the story.
I'm
but
not saying the story. Okay,
I was
I'm not
I was
saying-
driving. I see blue lights in the distance. I was pulling up to the mosque. I think nothing of it. I think.
Can
nothing of it.
I just add something quickly,
What?
guys? When you come to tint your cars, don't go so heavy on your rear tints. Just to let you guys know.
You're allowed?
No, but
No.
yeah, but that's another thing.
Why did he not notice what's behind him?
It's not the tints, you know. I realize it's
it was
half
the
time. It's a
tints.
sun
No.
visor.
I
No,
thought it was
it's not
Ali.
the sun
That's
visor.
why I saw the car.
because
but
if your tints went
No.
Limo,
Let's bring
half the
context.
time.
Let me bring context. Let me
One
bring
second.
context.
Half the time. That's not the reason. You know what's the reason? It's our auto dim center mirror.
not even.
no, I
It
saw
auto dim
him.
automatically, and then even without tints, you can't see what's
No,
behind
no,
you.
no, no. The
That
thing
happens
is,
in the T-Cross the whole time.
no. I'll
I
tell
I
you
have
something.
no tints.
The
and
The
then
thing
I
is,
still
the
can't
thing is,
see.
I thought he was Ali.
Shut up, man.
I genuinely
So-
thought he was Ali.
Context. Bebo got pulled in. Am I allowed to say this?
No. So I just got pulled over,
He just got pulled in Ramadan,
and then
and it was at night, and I was driving to the mosque, and I see blue lights in the distance, and I just park up. I get a lot closer, and I see it's Bebo's
Why
Golf,
Bebo?
white Golf GTI. I park up behind him, in front of him, and I just put my hood up. And I walk past and I look in the window. I see like 2-3 police officers questioning him.
yeah, and he
And I
goes.
just walk past. I don't know him. I don't know him. I just walk past.
Honestly, I was just shocked when he told me, if you can't afford a car like this, then you shouldn't be driving one.
Yeah, but he was talking about the
He's
insurance.
talking about
It doesn't matter. He was trying. Well, it
Ah.
doesn't matter what you say.
What car named the hot hatch of the year? Would anyone like to go take a guess? Bebo, start off.
Skoda Octavia VRS.
No, a very good one though.
No, for this year.
Yeah.
Was it
Oh,
a type
I was
R?
talking about 20. I was watching. What's it called? Top Gear a few days ago,
Okay.
and in 2018 or 2019, the Skoda Octavia was the third best.
83, man. I'm sorry.
Skoda Octavia was the third best 2-liter diesel.
How's that relevant to my question?
Generally.
I know the car.
No. Is that your actual guess, the VRS for this year?
No, not. I thought you were talking.
No,
about
hot hatch.
He
When you-
literally said for this year. What did you think he was talking?
I'll say we crop this out.
No, that's another one I'm staying in.
Life don't work like that. mate.
The what car of the year after a
what
quick Google was the A45S, correct?
It was.
Yeah, I googled it just now.
I think that's. Did you?
Yeah,
You're supposed to guess.
no,
Okay, well, Sharif
we gotta get on with it. innit?
Sharif ruined
This
it.
guy's talking about Skoda Octavia 2-liter diesels, fam. I had to get on with it.
No,
You know, it got above 50 mpg. What they did, so they basically.
Are you talking about the Octavia?
People, we're talking hot hatch of the year. Why are you talking about MPG for?
I just thought to talk about the Skoda Octavia VRS.
Does it
It's actually
have a
nice
soft
car.
spot for you?
Yeah, it's actually a nice
Is it
car.
a special size? A special.
Might be
car?
my next car.
You've just got a new
You
car.
just got a car, man.
Why do you chill? for
Bro,
one
he
second
bought his
when-
car. Next day, I see on the Facebook group of the Mach 7 GTI. What would you guys give this?
Testing the water.
Mangoes, what would you value my
How
car?
much would you value my car? Bro, you bought it 2 days ago, man. You can't even. You're struggling to drive.
Screen Mercedes A45 AMG plus S plus, whatever you want to call it.
No, so it's A45S.
A45 S plus S Pro
They
Max.
call it.
S
They
plus-
call it the A45S
LGD.
Plus.
So yeah, basically, I think they're cheating, to be honest, because the car is worth 60k. It does 0 to 6. It's a super car.
60 grand.
Anything over 30, 35k, which was already a stretch for a hot hatch a few years ago. These things were 25k. Why is it costing 60k? Why is it priced at 60k?
Because you can buy
Why is
you can buy a Mach 7.5 GTI or R for like 27,000,
They,
30,000.
Yeah.
on,
Well,
the
an RS3
on the used market.
From last time.
I'm on
on
about
the
you.
used
You can't
market.
compare
That's
me.
why they're
Wait,
60
so from last time we spoke about the RS3.
Yeah.
The brand new was like
Oh,
what, 53k.
oh, we're bringing this up again.
53k.
Nah, 75, bro.
70K.
Oh, we're bringing this up again.
So which one would you go for?
No, let him finish
let me-
his. Let him finish his thing.
I'm
man.
just saying the A45 is. I think it's a cheat to be calling it a hot hatch because it's a supercar in
ridiculous,
disguise. It's wolf. What do they call it?
Wolf
in
and
sheepskin.
sheepskin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you categorize?
So
it?
hold on. So
anything over 35k cannot be classed as a
what's,
hot hatch.
what's the 0 to 60?
So what would it
What's
be?
the 0 to 60?
I don't know.
A super hot hatch.
What's the
Yeah,
note
they should
60?
start making that.
They've stopped.
It is a
no,
super
but that's
hot
what.
hatch,
To
that's
be
what I'm
honest, that's what they've done. They have the A35 now,
Yeah.
and then they have the what's it called?
Yeah, so the
A45S.
A35 should be in.
No, because it's messed up the playing field a little bit. Because there was a point. Remember when the 7R came out?
Yeah.
It was racing the RS3, like all the drag races.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
racing the RS3, and it was racing
The
what was
140i.
it? Yeah, like the 140i, and then it was racing the
But see, that's
the Cupra
Oh,
280.
But see,
Yeah.
no, but it
And then
doesn't
it
make
was-
sense
it was-
because the RS3 can't race the Golf R.
No, technically
It's
at
the
that
S3
time
that should be good racing.
exactly,
Golf
but
R.
at that time, people were lining them up.
Yeah. I
That's
know.
why. So now the field's really weird because in all honesty, what I would line up next to the A45S would be the new RS3, because that's similar power. Anything else? No,
and the A35 is also in a similar stage or similar.
No way.
No,
as the Golf 1.
Yeah,
S3.
bro, but the thing is, have you seen the race between I think it was a Carwow one, I can't remember, but I saw the A35 against the 7.5R against an S3 and stuff.
The yellow one, the yellow.
Yeah. And then the Golf R8, the A45.
Huh?
Yeah. Or was it just me?
I think it's just the driver.
No.
I swear
it was the S3 that just went.
It just took off. Yeah, because the 7.5R was still 300 brake, and then the S3 at that time, because it was the facelift, it was 320. That was a Mark 8R engine. It was 320. Because it was the first of the facelift.
How did the A45 AMG lose?
A35.
Oh,
wait.
Not the 45. No,
are you talking about the brand new ones now?
You know the current gen A3?
Yeah.
On the facelifted one with the funky lights.
Yeah.
The S3 came out for the RS3 long time before.
Yeah.
At that time, the Mark 8R wasn't out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They released that before the 8R. And had the 8R engine.
Yeah.
The 320 brake, and then that's why it took off.
Okay.
But this is the thing, and I don't understand what else would you line up next to the A45S other than the RS3. Because the new M140i is a 4-cylinder. Similar power as the Golf R, same engine out of the JCW Mini.
They're not even rear wheel drive anymore.
Yeah, it's front wheel. They're just front wheel, right?
Front wheel or all wheel, I'm not sure.
No, they're front wheel.
The 140i.
Yeah, the new 135. The 135.
Oh, the 135. Yeah, the new shapes.
And then BMW decided, let's release the 240i X-Drive with the B58. And then it's just like, then maybe you can line that up with the A45, but still
it's not, because it's not.
No, it's X-Drive. It's four-wheel drive.
Okay, but isn't it? It's not a hot hatch anymore. I mean, you can't line it up, but this is what I'm saying. Does the A45 class as a hot hatch?
It is a hatchback.
It wouldn't, you know why? Because it would have the same power as the M2.
No, but the 240i is not a hatchback.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, the M2, the N55 engine.
No, which M2? You can't
like the 17 plates.
The old one.
No, but you can't. How are you gonna line that up? We're talking
A45's too fast.
The A45's too new for the M2, unless the current gen M2. But the M2 is not a hot hatchback.
My original point was, my question to you guys is it all right for the A45 AMG to be classed as a hot hatch and for it to win the hot hatch car of the year?
Not really.
Look, based on what you said,
like a super hot
based
hatch.
on
there's nothing else that can beat it.
Yeah.
Based on what you said,
apart from maybe that remember the V8?
No, but at the end of the day, it's classed as a hot hatch because it's a hatchback.
It is. I see what you're saying.
No, but he's saying the problem is that because it's so powerful,
it's unbeatable,
and so everything. It's just a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, so they should call it. Yeah, they should call it a super hot.
Yeah, but why didn't the RS3 take it? Did you read the article?
No. But even
an RS3, the new one would lose against it.
Would it?
I'm asking that question.
Guys, we need to start educating ourselves.
We need to bring up the stats. But either way, the stats aren't important. I'm not saying who's going to win or lose. I'm saying both of those cars are way too expensive to be classed as what a hot hatch is. Back in the day,
that was M5 money.
Back in the day, a hot hatch was 16 10 seconds. The original Mark IV.
Because we had the one going through a crisis. That's why everything's expensive.
The thing is, look, guys, when's it gonna? Where's it gonna end?
That's the thing, man.
Because the hot hatches are now supercar territory.
They're racing them with Porsche.
And I'm sorry. The M5, the E63S, sub 3 seconds to 60 in a saloon.
Yeah.
What's next? Like, we're gonna get the EVs.
They're gonna do the 1.4 seconds.
They're gonna do the 0 to 60 like the 2 seconds.
Tesla,
the 2 seconds and stuff like that. Supercar. But that's when cars start to lose their soul, and then you have all the tips.
That's already happened. The cars have long lost
more or less. But this is once you reach that stage. But what's next?
Have you not realized all the car designs as well are similar? Like, look at his MG.
We discussed that.
The MG that he's got now.
It's literally a hybrid between a combination of like
a Tarocco, a Fiat Tarocco. To be honest, me personally,
what's it called? The MG ZG?
No,
ZS.
It's the SUV. If you guys will get a picture up.
It doesn't matter. There's no point of putting a picture up because they look the same anyway.
Yeah, so but that's the thing. So that's what I'm saying. No, disregard design.
Yeah,
performance. Where is it gonna? Because this is what we loved about the car scene when cars came out. All these tuning companies get their hands on them and they just do crazy builds. Underground racing. What made underground racing? They had a Lamborghini. They said, let's put 2 turbos on it. Audi put 2 turbos on the RS6 V10 from factory. They said, we'll make it bigger, we'll make it faster. and then you got all these tuning companies. How do you think Revo became a
Yeah.
brand identity? How do you think APR, MRC, these guys, they just get cars from
And
factory,
you know, with
tune 'em.
them using all this technology to make these cars like super fast and crazy, it's gonna make everything expensive to even modify them.
Yeah,
So now in like 10 years, it's gonna be really hard to work on cars, get parts.
and like unlocking ECUs.
Yeah, especially with
and tuning
Mercedes,
cars.
what they said about their new, the new,
263.
Features to unlock the
yeah,
extra
the
power and
unlocking the
whatever,
features.
Yeah, no, that's
BMW's
I don't like
heated
that. Ever
seats.
since
Oh, the
Tesla did,
subscriptions.
ever since
the
Tesla done that
subscriptions.
performance update and the autopilot update, you pay £2,000 through your Apple Pay. All these car brands decided, let me just hop on this trend.
It's not all of
But
them.
this is what's gonna.
It's BMW with their options and Mercedes with their extra power. So
Yeah, but
BMW, you can pay extra to have your heated
What
seats
about
even though
Audi?
the inside.
Has Audi done anything yet?
I haven't heard about Audi, but Mercedes, you can get 20% extra horsepower, 20% extra
I
power
really want, you know what I
from
really want to
Mercedes,
see?
EQC.
The
with
EQ.
And
Yes,
Nissan
sorry.
GTR.
No, I really want to see what's Porsche or how Porsche are gonna develop their new fuel.
Yeah, they've
Further.
already done it.
They've-
Have you,
I know,
I've
I
seen
know,
the
but
video.
how is it
They've done
gonna-
the test
How is it gonna land?
They used air. I
I
think
don't
it was
know what
air
word
and
to
water
use.
to make hydrogen and
to make some sort of fuel, and the car actually run with.
No,
the,
so how are we gonna adapt to? Or
sure it's
is
not
it gonna
the-
be everywhere?
Are you sure it's not the other way around?
What?
It's an organic fuel
No, so
that
it's- they
produces
use-
hydrogen. I don't
they
know
use-
what I can't.
They-
I read
no,
it.
I remember they used water and something else. I think it was air, water and air, or something like that.
Are you sure it's not the other way around?
Air and water.
Hydrogen making water.
This guy just
No, I'm not. No,
Air and water, water and air. Air and water.
no. So from what I saw, it was a video,
Yeah.
and the CEO of the company itself,
check this.
the CEO of the company, yeah, was it?
Are you bringing it up?
Yeah, it was the
I'm just gonna
CEO.
Google it.
He filled it up and he said we've only used water
Yeah.
and something
No,
else.
you can't run a car on water. He's using hydrogen fuel cells.
Oh, one
The
second,
byproduct-
lads. One
the-
second. I've
Wait,
got it up.
find it.
So, synthetic fuel called e-fuel by Porsche is created by splitting water into oxygen
Yeah,
and green hydrogen, then combining CO2 with the green hydrogen to produce a synthetic methanol, which is then converted into an e-fuel, which
Yeah.
can be used in regular combustion engines.
and they've used it on their. I think it was a 911.
So
Yeah,
they're
they-
putting-
Which one?
I can't remember which one.
So they're putting
They used it on a-
methanol in the car.
So it's basically a biofuel, which is a methanol.
So that's just
They have been working on it for quite a while now. They said they were as soon as
It's
they.
been working. Yeah,
as
So
soon as
when
they
it comes
implement-
out, are they gonna make it exclusive for the Porsche users, for the Porsche cars?
Yeah, that's
or are
what-
they
No,
gonna-
yeah, so Porsche
Like, how
said
are we gonna adapt
Porsche
into,
said they're not going to stop manufacturing petrol cars. I think.
not petrol cars.
you mean internal combustion.
Internal
Like
combustion
internal,
cars,
yeah,
yeah.
basically, yeah, internal
But it
combustion.
just depends on what fuel they're going to
This is
Yeah,
this is why I
exactly.
love Porsche, because they came out with the Taycan, which was an incredible electric car.
Yeah,
Looks
No, it looks
some
nice.
people's
Alright, looks
opinion.
alright,
Some
yeah,
people's
it looks-
opinion. They
Have you-
like
have
it.
you
The
seen the
alloys
green
are
color?
great a bit,
I
though.
think they look really cool.
Yeah, actually,
no, the green one.
it actually-
I like the green color.
It won the WhatCar Performance Car of the Year.
So Porsche came out with an incredible electric car, and then they said, "We're not stopping internal combustion, and we're going to produce a fuel." So they came with a problem, and they provided the
They got a
solution.
solution for it.
Because they realized what you were saying, Sharif, earlier, is when does it stop? They realized the car, you can make the car faster and faster and faster, but then the soul just disappears as you do that because you keep adding more weight to the car, which is what kills the car. So this is why I like Toyota, because they keep going backwards. They keep going back to manuals.
Yeah,
They make their cars lighter. There's a Supra GR that's just come out this year, which is a manual
A
Supra.
Supra GR.
Yeah.
So they done.
Gazoo racing.
Is it the inline six? Because I know they released the 4-cylinder one, which is the same
Oh,
as
you
the
can
one.
no, you
Yeah.
can get it with
The
the you
135.
can get it with the inline six.
Manual B58
yeah.
No
in
way.
a 2-door coupe kind of stuff.
It's still kind of heavy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
I
do
hope
see-
they put the 0% finance on
Guys,
that.
on that topic of B58s and all that stuff, wasn't the Z4 a really underrated car? You know, the current,
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
because it had the B58 and it was similar platform.
But
to
no
the
way,
Supra.
it was
no,
on the-
so they were
Similar
comparing.
platform to the Supra. It was just
Yeah,
converted.
It's not
No, no.
practical though. It's not.
But you can say
Yeah,
the
but
same
the
thing
The
about the
audience
Supra.
for it, the audience for that type of cars is really like.
No, but
Yeah, but
no, I'm
I
sorry,
feel
but you
like
can
it
say the
didn't-
same
it
thing
didn't-
about the Supra.
Yeah, but I'm saying no, but the Supra, there was such a big backing. Like
Yeah.
Supra, when was the last Supra was what, early 2000s or something.
At first,
Or
when the
90s or
Supra,
something
when the Supra actually came out, everyone started to hate on it, saying bringing a Z4.
like, it's a
and
BMW. It's a
It's a
BMW.
BMW. They showed you the interior; it's exactly the same. It's just a different steering wheel.
Yeah.
The
I hate
iDrive's the
I hate-
same.
I hate the Supra steering wheel. Bring it up. Why is why is the bottom spoke
It's
film?
nasty.
It looks like a Toyota Camry
Yeah.
steering wheel.
It's nasty.
Everything's a Toyota Camry.
Toyota
No, but I
Camry
think-
started everything.
I feel like the Z4 didn't get enough credit.
Because why
Yeah,
would you
it's
buy a Z4 if you can just go for the Supra?
Not
No,
just
but the
that.
Z4,
It's
the
cheaper.
Z4,
I
no,
swear
but the
the Z4 's
Z4, the
cheaper as
Z4
well.
came out before the Supra.
Would you really feel safe in a car like that that has a B58 engine?
But that's what the Supra is.
Yeah.
It's not a soft top.
Why
it's
would
the
you not
only
feel
difference.
safe?
It's really small. The back.
That's a
is
140i.
Really short,
It's a 140i.
Yeah.
and you just like
A 140i.
It's too closed in.
No, it is. Yeah,
It's too
he's
closed
right.
in.
A 140i.
One
140i.
flip, you're gone.
A
No, but it is a
140i.
140i.
How?
Same thing.
Drive a 3-door 140i.
It
It's a
wouldn't feel
beef.
like
It's
that.
a big inline six in a really short wheelbase in a really small car.
Why would you flip it?
He goes,
'Cause
if
it's
you
in a
say,
wall.
Maybe.
he goes, if. No, but think about it. You've got a lot of power to the rear wheels and a really short wheelbase, and he's saying that's controllable. Same concept, Supra.
Yeah.
Same concept as the
No, but I'm not
Is
gonna
it
lie.
full?
The body of the Supra is quite big compared to.
yeah. But is
Yeah.
it? We have
It's not
It's
about
like
the
sending
body,
the Miata.
the Miata.
Do you feel safe in that? No.
All right,
I don't even know where the airbag is.
I have a. I went on car Reddit, and people putting in questions for people. If you're an auto advisor, so all the pressure's on you.
Ah!
Ah.
This person, location UK, price range 20,000 to 35,000. He or she wants to buy a car from 2017 to 2020 used.
25 to 30.
20k to 35,000 pounds.
Okay,
That's
so
a
and-
big
That's a
used,
big
big
one.
leverage.
From 2017 to 2020
Why?
used
Why restricted to 2020?
Because they want to buy it
So
used. They want a
what-
hatchback or a saloon.
Are there any other requirements?
They have to have. This is why I laugh. They want a £35,000 used car. Their requirements, it says heated seats, a smooth transmission, and reliable. So that's it.
That's it.
So this is what I'm saying. People are very naive when you actually
That's
it comes
why-
to tell
that's
them
why-
about what you can actually have for that sort of money.
That's why
a lot of money for a used car.
dealerships. That's why dealerships
Make
can
so much money.
really take advantage of people because they will put them in a
Someone like
crap
Ahmed will
car.
come to you.
No,
You'll tell
absolute
them-
crap car with their bare minimum. Okay, so they have 35 grand. They put them in like a flipping Nissan Qashqai with heated seats and a pan roof,
Best selling car of the
and
year.
then they say a Nissan Juke, and then they say with those options, literally with those options, and say yeah, this is a perfect car for you, 30k, it's in your budget, this and that. I'll do you a good deal on it. When they could have literally went out and bought a 3 Series, a
better
5
car, yeah.
Series, an X1, an X3.
But you know
what I'm
what?
trying to
You
say?
can
X2,
also
sorry.
look at maybe they didn't do that because of the running cost and the cost of labor.
Running
Yeah,
costs,
but the
running
thing
costs
is-
is pretty.
The
Cost
thing
of
is, the
whatever.
No,
price
no,
difference
when it
isn't
co-
that much.
It is that much.
I agree.
No, it is. It is.
Okay,
No,
The Fiesta, I'll tell you something.
You can't compare
the Fiesta,
BMW possibly.
Look at the
because
Fiesta.
of
No,
the
you
parts.
can't compare a hatchback to another hatchback. You're comparing a Fiesta to a Golf. You can't do that.
Why
I
not?
would compare a 3 Series to my Golf. I'd compare a 5 Series to my Golf. Changing tires. The simplest thing to do. I can swap my tires. One on my Golf for PS4 is like 160 per tire. On a BMW 5 Series, I'm gonna say
Like
you can
240,
get a similar wheel spec on a 3 Series, 250 per tire. That's £100, £90 more
Rim
per
flats.
tire.
That's based on rim
No,
flats. Though.
no,
the
PS4s.
don't come as wrong.
PS4s?
Oh, PS4s.
Yeah, 250 a tire.
Okay.
Okay.
That's tires. That's bare minimum. That's something you
That's
change
like
every
nearly
couple of thousand miles.
£400 extra just on
Oil
tires.
capacity in a BMW, 5 to 7 liters. You'll have to buy your 4
Three other
liters,
big
and then
ones.
you have to buy another one.
Yeah, to a BMW and a Mercedes, there is a comparison.
Yeah, no, but that's what
But-
you compare them to. You can't say I'm going to compare my
Can't
Golf to
compare
a
two
Ford.
similar cars.
I'm not going to compare my Golf to a Fiesta. I'm
No,
not going to
because
compare my
some
my-
people say, okay, I want to go for a Ford Fiesta because it's efficient on fuel. It's actually not.
disregard. I'm not talking about.
He's
that.
not talking about
We're
fuel only.
We're talking about maintenance,
Like
running.
everything in
And I'm gonna
general.
say, this is the point I'm saying. If you're gonna compare a car to another car, you can't say, no, they're different and this and that when they're in the same league. It's like comparing a hatchback to another hatchback. It's just which brand built a better hatchback.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna say, okay, I have 20 grand, I want to buy I want to either buy a Mark 7 or I want to buy a 330i or something like that, or I want to buy a Mercedes C300 or whatever it is, and all these things, then you say, actually, no, I'm not gonna go for the BMW. I'm gonna get a Golf GTI because I can't afford to run this.
Yeah.
I can't afford to put the fuel in. I can't afford to.
Because you know
when it comes-
when you're like old enough and you have a family, you have kids, like, you gotta think about everything. Literally, us at the moment, what do we think about?
Yeah, we're more
Fuel.
financially free. That's why we can get, if we have the money, we can get these big engine, stupid cars. But when things go wrong, they really go wrong.
Yeah, that's the issue.
And we know
with
this
BMW.
about BMW, Mercedes, parts, labor, everything.
So-
Everything's ridiculous.
Even Audi, to be honest.
Yeah, Audi's like on the
Audi's-
limit.
yeah.
It's on that weird leverage because it's technically a VW, but it's classed as a
expensive.
premium.
Which is why you just buy an old car that is scrapped everywhere.
There you go, mate.
And you find the parts everywhere.
That's why we all have Golfs.
No, but I'll tell you something.
left out.
Like, look,
Nah.
when I was looking at an S3 8P, most of them didn't have the timing chain and all the other maintenance done to it. So I'd have to do that because they were on 100k miles. Now I asked around how much it would cost just to do the so the cam belt, the little timing chain. What else was it? Water pump and thermostat. Everyone told me between 600 to over £1,000.
That is a good price, by the way,
That's a
because that's a
standard
lot
price.
of things.
That's a lot.
That's a standard price.
That's
Do
basically
you know how much
what
I was
runs the
quoted?
engine.
Do you know? Sorry. On my 1.4, do you know how much I was quoted for just a timing chain job
How
and the
much?
water pump?
No, but a timing chain is
No,
expensive.
but
so
how
it's-
much-
It's the same car. It's the same
No,
car.
timing chain's harder. But do you know how much I
But
was
still,
quoted?
that's what.
This is what I'm saying about
Yeah.
comparisons. Do you know how much I was quoted?
Oh.
I was quoted £1,200 minimum. Just timing chain and water pump.
That's
That's a
very
lot.
expensive.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And the
Like,
labor
who
is what
did
was
you go to?
That's the average.
Yeah,
I've called
okay.
over 10, 20 garages.
Mm.
That is the average. VW quote 1,500 plus.
In the end, you didn't even do it.
In the yeah, well, I
He
did do it.
He
Actually.
did do it.
I did do it.
Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You had
changed
to
the
get in
timing
your
chain.
head.
I changed the timing chain, but
Oh yeah.
but yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't laughing. I
Don't need
wasn't
to talk
laughing.
about that.
What?
God is watching.
You're the one who
That's
laughed.
Yeah, you did off first. Whoever laughs first gets it.
No.
Stop.
Jinx it. I want to get home safe.
Sure. So this person is they've considered 3 Series, a Corolla Hybrid, Civic, and a Mazda 3. This is what I'm saying. Their budget is
For
30.
20 to 35k.
So I put it to you boys. What would you suggest?
I
3
look,
Series.
if I'm gonna suggest something to a consumer who drives his car every day, I'm gonna tell him to go for a newer, cheaper car to run, stuff like that. Depends on what he wants.
Wait, what was the options again?
No, the
No, so
cars
they
have already
considered.
considered.
They've
There's nothing other
considered.
options.
Yeah, that's to the general
What were
consumer.
they?
They want it to
3
use
Series.
a 3 Series, a Corolla Hybrid, a Civic, and a Mazda 3, and they want to use it as a daily car, relatively short
Automatic
distance.
as well.
Relatively short distance commuting. Just catch the bus.
Yeah, no, this is what I'm saying. So if it's to a regular consumer, I'm gonna recommend them the cheapest car to run, the least on tax. If something goes wrong, it's cheapest to fix. For me and for you guys,
It's completely
we
different.
go. Yeah, it's completely different. And at the same time,
Our priorities
I've
are
always
different.
okay, maybe it's not the best mentality to have, but we do it and it worked for us. I'd rather get an older car with a much nicer spec and much better features and all these little
100%.
things than go for the newest car with
Yes.
minimal spec, but it just about does the job for me.
I'd honestly just go for. Whenever someone asks me, go for an Octavia.
Yeah, no, honestly, wallah.
People stay
Thing
talking
is-
about
Wallahi.
I was
For a
just-
family, I'd say get an estate, Octavia VRS, Tilia TDI.
100%.
100%.
How
But
much
you know
would that
what?
cost?
Stage 1,
Well under 35k. You probably can get one for used for.
15
no,
grand.
18.
15.
18,
I would go
18, 19k. You can get one with a DSG, around
good-
30, 40k miles.
And full spec.
2019, 20, yeah, it's a
fully
it's
Hey,
a
Hey,
facelift.
22, 21, you'll get a pan roof for that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Fully, no, not even.
And it
We-
was last
I
year
found-
generations.
I
me and
actually-
Ibrahim,
I actually-
at the time when he was looking for another car, me and him
Why did you
found
call him-
VRS.
Why did you call him Ibrahim? That was really
Bebo, sorry. Anyway, at the time, me and Bebo were looking at cars.
Yeah.
We found a manual 17 plate, 30 something thousand miles.
Yeah.
14, 15k.
No, but that was overpriced compared to value. If you
Yeah,
look
no,
at
it was from a
valuation-wise.
dealer. It was from one of those big dealers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
No,
this
no,
is what
but
I'm saying.
the
If
one
that's
that-
overpriced.
The one that I
imagine-
found that was actually a sick deal was a estate Octavia Black VRS 67 plate. It only had like 35,000 miles. Pan roof. It had all the spec. Obviously, it didn't have the leather seats because it's very rare to find the leather seats. Other than that, it had everything else, and it was going for 16.4k. And it went. I sent you the advert.
Yeah.
Next
Bargain,
day,
man.
it was
And
gone.
that's an amazing price.
That was a steal.
for what you're getting.
I
should have gone for
That's
that.
a crazy price.
See, this is what I mean. People are very naive for when it comes to what they actually can get for the money that they're.
The Octavia VRS, bang for your buck. It's a perfect
Yeah.
car.
Supposed to only do a half an hour episode, but we're almost an hour
So,
now.
We're gonna have 5 minutes
We're
left.
gonna have to.
No, I'll wrap it up. I have the fastest car here right now.
That's such cap. Oh my god.
I want you to say
For
wallahi.
next episode.
I want you to say wallahi. Exactly. That's the
Bibo,
wrap
I've
up.
driven your car, I've driven my car. Based on
don't
that
care.
experience, wallahi, my car's
I
faster.
don't care.
What about that, bro?
Passenger
I
on
don't
both,
get-
and on that experience, my car's faster.
And on that note, thank you very much everyone for watching. My car's definitely not faster. Like, subscribe. We're on Spotify.
Share.
Give us a share.
Share.
@4_the_drivers on Instagram. @4_the_drivers on
Tell your
TikTok.
friends, tell
Make
your
sure you
uncle, tell
subscribe.
your aunties, tell your
Tell your grandma
cousins.
to listen to
Everyone, goodbye.